Jordan, this was a bad week. This is a very bad week. So my first one, this one did come out last year. This is, I believe, is nominated for the Razzies this year, and that's War of the Worlds, the 2025 one.
Hey. See, you took the Sunday graveyard shift again. Dad, when's the last time you left the office?
That's classified.
The surveillance industrial complex is collecting massive amounts of data with the Goliath program. Our most precious resource on Earth is data. And data is food for the superior intelligence
Dad, have you seen this? Have you seen this?
Can you tell yet what they're comprised of?
No, sir. I've never seen anything like this.
Eyewitness video is...
Now the big sticking point of this movie is that nothing fucking happens in it. It all takes place on a computer screen, and it's pretty much just Ice-T in a room. And most of the computer, most of the movie,
like a glass of iced tea.
No, the actor Ice-T, the rapper, whatever.
Isn't he Ice Cube?
I might be confusing my guys. No, I think it is Ice Cube. No, Ice-T is the guy on Law and Order. Sorry, it is Ice Cube. You're right, it's Ice Cube. They're two different people.
The only reason why I remember that is because I think that it's a Family Guy bit where it's like he's an alien or whatever, where there's the water one and then there's the ice one.
Rick and Morty.
Yeah, and he's the T, which is ice, and I'm pretty sure it's voiced by Ice-T.
About no Earth blowing up, man? What? Why not? Yo, this is why. What the f? You can turn into ice? My story begins at the dawn of time in the faraway realm of Alphabetrium. There, every being is a letter of the alphabet, but I was frozen and exiled to the cosmos by my elders as punishment for not caring enough about anything. Earth is just one of my many stops on a lifelong journey with no destination. So you better believe I don't care if it blows up, because I'll just be ice, floating through space, like a comet. Take it from me, Ice.
No, that is Dan Harmon, but that is what you're thinking of, though. No, Ice-T is the one he's on Law and Order SVU. That's Ice-T.
Right.
Ice Cube is
he's from 22 and
22 Jump Street. That's Ice Cube. Yes. It's funny you corrected me, but you were mistaken at the same time. That was very strange. Like, I'm pretty sure it's Ice Cube, and it's like you're right, but you don't like you've got the wrong guy in your brain, but you're technically right. It is Ice Cube. Yes, the guy from 2021 Jump Street. And yeah, it's most of the movie is just him. The best comparison I could think of, and like I went into this prepared to defend it because when I saw clips of it, it reminded me of Searching, where like a lot of it takes place on computer screens and through IM messaging and like texting. And I'm like, okay, yeah, this. Like, from a premise standpoint, I liked Searching. That was kind of a clever... This is not that. This is bad. This was filmed in 2022. Not 2022, sorry. This was filmed during COVID. So, in 2020. And it came out in 2025. Every single actor in this, like, one of the characters is... Are
they at least 8 feet away from each other?
Well, they're all... you could tell they filmed this over Zoom. Like the one actor, I forget his name. He's Coulson in the Avengers movies. Phil Coulson.
Oh,
he's clearly just in his own living room. And at one point, it just looks like you could tell he's just on his back balcony filming scenes from this movie. And yet he's overacting. Like, every person's overacting. And a bunch of the plot of the movie involves, like... So the reasons why, and like I didn't inherently have an issue conceptually with like the movie being taken place from one guy telling you what's happening, because that's what the original War of the Worlds is. Like the original War of the Worlds
was a radio play.
Is a radio play about a guy reacting to an alien invasion.
Thank you, Professor Pearson. Ladies and gentlemen, here is a bulletin from Trenton. It is a brief statement informing us that the charred body of Carl Phillips has been identified in a Trenton hospital. Now here's another bulletin from Washington, D.C. The Office of the Director of the National Red Cross reports 10 units of Red Cross emergency workers have been assigned to the headquarters of the state militia, stationed outside of Grover's Mill, New Jersey. Here's a bulletin from State Police, Princeton Junction. The fires at Grover's Mill and vicinity are now under control. Scouts report all quiet in the pit, and there is no sign of life appearing from the mouth of the cylinder. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special statement from Mr. Harry McDonald, Vice President in charge of operations.
We have received a request from the State Militia of Trenton to place at their disposal our entire broadcasting facilities. In view of the gravity of the situation, and believing that radio has a responsibility to serve in the public interest at all times, we are turning over our facilities to the State Militia at Trenton.
So, like, having it where you flip it and it's the modern day and he's on a podcast and he's reacting to it, okay, I see that. I can get behind that. But so much, like, so, like, the big reason why the aliens are invading is because the aliens feed on data, and the U.S. government has created what is essentially a super spy network that has created so much data that it has alerted these aliens, and that's why they're
a buffet for them.
Yeah, that's why they're invading. And it's basically like a QAnon thing. Basically, the bad guy of the movie is QAnon, pretty much. And it's like, this movie feels dated. Like, maybe if this movie had come out in 2020 and we were still all social distancing and talking to each other through Zoom, this notwithstanding, then maybe this would be relevant and interesting. But it's like a case of a movie where it's a real, like, tell people what's happening, don't show them. Like, they show the aliens, but the aliens look cheap as shit and the CGI looks bad and you kind of barely see them, just kind of off camera. A lot of the plot and story is stupid. Like, there's a big plot involving what is essentially Anonymous. Because the Ice Cube, basically he's playing a NSA like an analysis who like is watching you all the time. He's like, he's the guy who's watching you, and you say that the government is
analyst.
Watching you. Yeah, and so the entire time he's trying to like stop this hacker group, which is basically anonymous. I don't know if you know who Anonymous is.
I do know Anonymous. Yes,
they're basically anonymous, and it turns out that Ice Cube's son is their leader, and it's like the dumbest twist, fucking ever.
Yeah, but this movie sounds dated. It's kind of in terms of
it's bizarre because it came out last year. It's like, how is this dated? It just came out.
In terms of the way that you're saying of how they made it and stuff, kind of reminds me of Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog and how that was made during the writer's strike.
Yeah, but this was made when people were doing video chats on COVID. Like,
I know, I'm just saying.
I will say it almost made me want to watch The Bubble, which is another movie that takes place during COVID that is also terrible and dated. And then I decided not to because I'm like, I'm going to find another reason to talk about how terrible that movie is. But yeah, a lot of people were just criticizing, oh, it looks like he shot this in a cupboard. And it's like, it's because he did. I looked at the budget. I tried to find the budget. I'm like, surely the budget on this is like nothing. I can't remember what it was, but it was like under $1 million. They shot it for like 18,000 or something like that.
So
maybe not quite that low, but
do you think it deserved to be nominated for?
Oh, absolutely! Like the concept of it being a person on IM or on instant messaging or on Facebook or whatever is not a bad one. Like, we talked about Searching. That movie's phenomenal. If you haven't seen it, you should go watch it. I'm not going to give away the twist. If you haven't seen it, you should go watch it. This is a shittier version of that. Like, it was just, more than anything, it was boring. It just, so much of the action sequences, quote unquote, happen off screen. A lot of it reminded me of that bit from South Park when they did the episode on the the Katrina, and it was the Beaverton Beaver Dam, and it's the reporter being like, we're reporting that there is raping and pillaging. Like, oh, you actually seen rape? No. We're just reporting it. Where it's like people being like, and oh my god, he's getting torn apart. Can you believe it? No, I mean, it'd be nice to see that. But, you know, it's one of those
No, that wasn't in the budget.
No, exactly. This movie has no budget. It's not the worst movie I saw this week, ironically. But it's pretty bad. Yes, it deserves the Razzie. I'm just gonna leap ahead and say I think all of the movies I watched this week deserve the Razzies they got.
See, that's what's interesting is, for me, there were a few that I don't think they did.
All right, that's it. That's War of the Worlds 2025. Bad movie. Hey there, everybody. It's Endcard Justin here. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments down below. Is this the worst movie of 2025? What do you think is the worst movie of 2025? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments down below. But in the meantime, if you'd like to see the full podcast that this is from, our Golden Raspberry Razzie special, click the box on the left. Or if you just want to see a random video YouTube thinks you're going to enjoy, click the box on the right. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. We put new videos out 7 days a week. Or you can just leave this video a like. That helps us out too. We will see you all in the next video. Have a good day, everybody.